Welcome to today's video where I'm going to create this look and another one using the gorgeous palette that just released from Nomad Cosmetics. We have the New Zealand Stargazing palette, and this palette is freaking beautiful. It is so much more than meets the eye. I can't wait to show you guys the swatches and both looks that I created, but just to prepare you, be ready to be blown away because it's freaking if this is your first time here. Hi, my name is Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. But let's go ahead and get into the video and talk about this gorgeous palette. I am losing my voice, so that's why it's a little raspy. If you could please just look over that like I'm trying to, I would really appreciate it. But just to tell you what else is on my face, I'm still testing out the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer, and I tried it today with a foundation that I really love, and I'm loving the way it looks under the foundation. So far, I'm really loving this. For foundation, I'm using the REM Beauty Foundation in the shade Fair 10P, and this is one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. Again, I'm wearing the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. I'm really enjoying this too. I'm so glad that I found it and got it back into my life. I do have a video testing a full face of e.l.f. products, and I will pop that up here in the cards if you guys missed that one. And for bronzer, I am wearing the LYS bronzing stick in the shade Motivate, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Light Butter Bronzer on top of that. But for blush, I am wearing the Tarte Maracuja blush in the shade Orchid. It's really pretty. And I even set my face with powder, and you can still really see it. I'm not wearing a highlight yet, but I want to try a shade from the palette as a highlighter. But for lips, I'm wearing the ABH lip liner in the shade Muted Mauve. And on my lips for lipstick, I'm wearing the Milani lipstick in shade number 27. It's the Dulce Carmelo. I probably butchered that name. But that is what's on my face. But now let me give you some more information about this palette. So this is the Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. It retails for $59 and it is available now. They're saying it's one that they plan on keeping restocked throughout the year. So if you're interested in it and for some reason you can't get it now or you're on a low buy, then don't worry, you can pick it up later in the year. Like I said, it retails for $59. So Nomad always bases their palettes around a place and a cause. And for this one, I spoke with them and they said 5% of the sales per palette are donated to supporting the Dark Sky International that works to restore the nighttime environment and protect the habitats from light pollution. And I just think that's amazing. So I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm so out of practice and it's crazy because I've been away. I've not filmed a video in maybe less than a week, but I'm already like fumbling all around trying to remember what I'm supposed to be doing. But I just like sticking to the makeup part. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to go down here and pick up this shade. It does seem to have a see-through base. And I'm using my Singe Beauty F07 highlighting brush. And I'm just going to, I picked up some on the side. And I'm going to press it down and then just blend it out. I'm going to layer it up a little bit. The shade is absolutely beautiful. And I can imagine it would be really pretty as an inner corner highlight as well. But I want a little more. So there we go. I hope that it picks up on camera. I can't really tell from here, but I think it's beautiful. And here it is as a highlighter. I think it's beautiful, but if you use this shade as a highlight, I would just say that you better really love a shimmery highlight because it is definitely that. I'm not sure, like I said, if it's picking up, but if it's not, I will show you in a close-up at the end like I always do. Using my Cinch Beauty F03, I'm going to pick up the shade Uckland Stardom. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but I just wanted a larger, fluffy brush for this. And I'm just going to sweep this all across the crease. I'm really not trying to do anything like extravagant. I do want this first eye look to represent the cover of the palette. I will also say the little card they sent with it is so beautiful. It's foiled just like it is on the front of the palette, and it's just a little postcard. They are so cute. I still have my one from my Royal Europe palette. I'm quite a collector, so I have a habit of keeping everything, but that one's really pretty. I really enjoy it. I love stars. I love looking at the stars. I've never seen like the northern or the southern lights, but I would freaking love to. I can't even imagine how beautiful it is. I know even just seeing them online, it like takes your breath away. Now I'm going to switch over to my Singe Beauty EO6, and I'm just going to dip into that same shade and pick up a little more and press this in the crease to deepen it up. That's one thing that I really love about the Nomad shadows as well. They deepen up very well. You can make them light and like airy, like a light wash of color, or you can really keep packing it on and making it darker. And I really love that. You could even honestly just leave this like this and then put one of these shimmers on the lid, and that would be such a beautiful look as well. But I just want to try to use as many of these shades as I can so I can tell you guys how I feel about it. I do really want to do a bingo with this one and the new palette, but I think these two palettes will look beautiful together. They're like made to be sisters, and I can't wait to see what that looks like. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stick to the one for now, but I can't help myself. I love eyeshadow. It makes me so happy. Using my Singe Beauty EO2, I'm going to go into this purple shade called I don't know. I cannot say that, but it's just this purple shade here on the corner. And I'm going to use this to slightly deepen up my crease, but I'm going to do it all the way across, at least 3/4 of the way across. And then I'm going to use that darker blue to really smoke out that outer corner. But for now, I just want to pack this on. I apologize, I've not been very active in my comments lately. I've tried to respond to everyone. I've not been in town, and I just actually got home like late last night. And I've really missed being on YouTube. I missed filming. I missed editing. Even though I wasn't away that long, it's became such a big part of my life now and brings me so much happiness that I really noticed when it wasn't there. And when I came home and I was putting my stuff away last night and I came up to my filming studio, oh, it just made my heart so happy. Like just to see it and to know that I was going to be back in here, it just made my whole day. But now I'm going to switch to my Singe Beauty EO4. It's just like a flat shading brush. It's actually the skinny one, but I'm going to pick up more of that deep purple and do the same thing with this as I did the pink. I'm just going to deepen this up a tad. These shadows are so blendable. I really enjoy this matte formula. Their shimmers are spectacular as well. I was just so happy. They've released so many good palettes, and I've not picked them up because I had to like pick between what I wanted, and Unearthly has came out with so much that they kind of make everyone else like me. I always pick Unearthly basically, so I'm happy that Unearthly didn't have a release this month and I was able to pick this up because I need to remember how freaking great this formula is and how great this brand is, and I need to be better about trying more stuff. The Ghost Town palette was so freaking cool. and I just really want to try more from this brand this year. Now I'm just going to clean off my Singe Beauty EO4 on my Sigma switch, and now I'm going to go into the blue shade here. I can't say the name. If I remember, I'll pop the names up on the screen. I should have looked them up on Google on how to pronounce them before I filmed this video. Honestly, I just didn't think about it. But now I'm going to pick up some of this blue shade, and I'm going to press it here on the outer corner. Yeah, this is building very beautifully. This is a very pigmented shade, and I really enjoy it. As long as you pick up a little, you can lay down just a little, but if you like go full in, you're going to get some strong pigment, and I love shades like that. Now I'm going to go back into my Singe Beauty EO6, and I'm going to pick up more of that purple shade, and I'm just going to use this to really smoke out the blue. This is such a fun look, and these are some of my favorite colors to wear, so I'm really excited about this. Now I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty EO3. It's the more fluffy brush, and I'm going to go back into this first shade here that we used, and I'm just going to use that to slightly blend over those darker colors. I lost some of this pink, and I wanted to just bring it back. I want a little bit of a fluffier brush for shading, so I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics shading brush, and I'm going to pick up some of this purple shade right here, and I'm just going to press that against my lower lash line. I want it to be purple and blue without the pink, so we can really see how these shades look on their own without being layered on top of other stuff. I will say this purple is really pigmented. I'm actually going to switch over to my Singe Beauty EO4. That way I can really focus on where I'm placing this color, and then I can blend it out with the other one. We are going to use my Singe Beauty EO7, and I'm going to pick up some more of this deep blue. And I'm just using this blue and this very tip of this flat brush, and I'm just using it to create a little bit of a wing. I'll probably have to go back over it after I put the shimmers on, but that is okay. I just thought it kind of looked cool. And here is the eye look before the shimmers. So I'm going to use my Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grasp, and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand the way that I always do. And I'm just going to use my finger this time to put this on the lid. Now we need a flat brush. I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics packing brush. And now let's figure out what the hell we're going to put on my lid, because I want to put them all on there. I think I'm going to start with the shade called Milky Way. Just pick this up on my brush. It picks up very well. This shade is so stunning. It's one of my favorite like color flips in a multi-chrome. It's like this cobalt blue to blue to purple. It's really stunning. I got a little fallout, but I think I picked too much up on my brush, so that is my bad. I like to take it over a little far, and then when I go in with the lighter shade, I'll cover it. That way it kind of helps blend it out. But now we are going to go into the shade down here that I used as my face highlight. And I'm going to put this on the inner corner and the front portion of the lid. But I like to put it in the inner corner, and then I drag mine up into the crease just a little bit like that. And I think it's beautiful. But let's put some of this on it as well, since it is the name of the stars that we are, or sky that we are representing. And it's got a little bit of pink peeking through, and it's really pretty. Here is the finished look. I topped my lips with a gloss from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's in the shade Havoc. And for liner, I use my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Plum Smash. But I really love this look. Let me go ahead and show you guys an up close of it. I will say I think I did a really good job of capturing the picture on the palette. I think this look is very beautiful. It's something that I would wear on an everyday basis. I'm really enjoying this palette so far, and I'm excited to create the next look tomorrow. But for you guys, it will be right now. So let's go ahead and get into look number 2. We are back with look number 2. Just to tell you what is on my face today, I am wearing the Give Beauty bronzer. I didn't do the contour, just the powder. And I use the Milk Makeup Contour Stick. I have mine in the shade Toasted, and in my Give Beauty one, it's in the shade Heating Up. And then I used the e.l.f. concealer again, along with the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream, and with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Still trying to gather my thoughts on these. I will say the first time I tried this this foundation in a video, I wasn't crazy about it, but I think it was that primer, the sunscreen, the blurring one. But so far I'm really enjoying that foundation with my other like favorite primers and stuff. And for blush, I am wearing the e.l.f. liquid blush in the shade Dusty Rose. And what else? My lip combo today is the ABH lip liner in the shade Blushed, and the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Christy. I really love this formula. It's my first time trying the Pat McGrath formula, and I think it's amazing. It's like so, like, I don't know, blurring almost, so thin, but so smooth. But for highlight, I am wearing the Glam Light Friday the 13th highlighter. It is so freaking stunning. Someone was just talking about it in my comments the other day, and I thought it would go perfect with the look that I plan on doing. I'm using my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil with my ABH Brow Freeze. For powders on my face, I set my face with the Lunar Beauty Lunarversal Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Pink, and under my eyes is the ABH in the shade Translucent. And that is it. Now let's go ahead and get into the eye look. I'm thinking about instead of doing 3 videos a week to moving it up to 4. I think that might be better because I am pretty sure I'm going to do the Should I Buy It series on my channel because that video seemed to do really, really well. So I think I'm going to post that on Sunday because I usually don't upload on that day, and then have my Monday, Thursday, and Saturday uploads. If you don't think it's a good idea to do it on Sunday, let me know what you think down below. Which day you think will work best for you and just for everyone. But now let's go ahead and get into this look. I'm going to use my Singe Beauty FO2 to pat out the creases on my lid. I'm just using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer as an eyeshadow primer, and it definitely does crease. Let me turn my notifications off on my laptop. Using my Singe Beauty EO3, I'm going to go into this gray called the Cosmos, and we are just going to put this all in the crease, pretty much almost all the way to the inner corner without taking it, too far. Grays don't really look that good on me, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I just wanted to try something new. I'm going to switch over to my FO6 though, because I can be a little bit more precise about where I'm laying this down. And then I'll go back in and blend it out with that other one. I'm also going to take my Singe Beauty EO5. It's this really small detailed blending brush. And I'm going to run this shade along the lower lash line as well, and make sure it goes up into this little winged out upper part. Now I'm going to clean off my EO6 on my Sigma switch. And then I'm going to go into the shade Carter Observatory up here. This is such a beautiful, like, inky looking shade. It's very, very pretty and very pigmented. As you can see, I knocked off the excess of this, and it still is like really packing on that color. And if you know anything, like if you've been here for a while, you know I really love the pigmented shadows. Now I'm going in with my Singe Beauty EO5, and I'm just picking up some more of that same shade. This just lets me be a little more detailed about where I am choosing to lay it down. This looks really pretty with that gray, which I knew it would. They're both cool tone shades. I'm really loving this though. I think I'm going to get the smoky eye that I was hoping for. I like to use more detailed brushes like this so that I can really wing it out. And I'm terrible at liquid liner, like doing wing liner. So this is my way of kind of getting this a similar vibe without having to actually do it. I need to start like practicing it before I take my makeup off at night, but I can barely remember what I'm doing, let alone stuff like that. Like I would literally have to set an alarm on my phone to remind me, and that's annoying. I hate my memory. But now I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty EO7. It's just like this little flat brush, and it's amazing. You could use it to do like shimmers or the inner corner, but I like to take it and use the very edge of it to put like the darker shade up close to my lashes on the lower lash line. You could probably do this for like some type of like eyeshadow liner across the lid as well. But I just think this brush is perfect for this. Now I'm going to use my Singe Beauty EO4, and I'm just going to blend on the very edges. We're going to do like a faux cut crease, but we're just going to use glitter primer. We ain't cutting nothing, but I want the same type of like vibe. Now I'm going in with my Singe Beauty EO6. I just picked up a little of this gray shade, and I really want to blend this in here. I lost some of that in the inner corner, so I'm just bringing it back. Honestly, you could do an all matte look and just add it the gray in through here. That would be really pretty as well. Now, in my typical Heather fashion, we're going to go into this black called Dark Sky Nation. For that, I'm using my Singe Beauty EO5, and we're just going to pick up a little bit of this and knock off the excess, but I want to really concentrate this into the inner corner. I'm going to be using my Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grasp. Really been loving this lately. And I will use my Singe Beauty EO1 to put this on the lid. And I will also use this to place the shimmers. I read on the site that it says to always use a glitter glue with their shimmers if you want them to be like more impactful. But it also said to spray the brush. So we are going to do that today. We're going to try both and just see what it looks like. But I'm going to clean this off of this brush, and we will use my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. Like, it was that name necessary. But now we're going to use the same brush, the Singe Beauty EO1. We're going to pick up this shade called Milky Way. I have a feeling I'm going to love this. We're going to spray this with a little setting spray. Might help if I face the actual mirror, but we are going to place this all over the lid, almost all the way in, because I do want this to be a very smoky eye. This is very, very, very beautiful. I don't know why I always make the dumbest faces when I do my makeup. My mouth's like, and I just, sometimes when I watch these videos back, I like cry a little inside. But it is what it is. But now I've just wiped this brush off on my Sigma switch, and we're going to pick up the Aurora Australis. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I hope so. But we are going to put this on the very inner portion and see what this looks like. We might use that highlighter. Ooh, this is beautiful together. But we might use that Glam Light highlighter as an inner corner. This is stunning. I love this shade. I might even like it more than that first shade. But now we are going to go in with this little smudging brush from BH Cosmetics. We are going to put our boob in the highlighter and then just put it in her inner corner. It's great. I'll be shouting that out later. You know what? As pretty as this is, I don't know what I was thinking. Firstly, I'll have to remember to add both. I want to use my Blend Bunny. I haven't used this in a while because I've been on vacation. Which one would be best, though? Phenomena, for sure. So we're going to pick this up. This highlighter is my whole heart. Yes. Oh, yes. Do you ever, like, get this idea for an eye look in your head, and then you start to do it, and at first you're, like, second-guessing the look, and you consider taking it off, but then, like, the closer you get done, like, after you get the look on, you can start seeing it come together in your mind, and it like changes your whole mood and makes you so happy because I don't know. I just love that feeling, and that's the feeling I'm getting with this palette, which is so fun. But this is the finished look. I'm going to go and finish this eye off camera. And when I come back, I will have everything done, my lashes, my mascara, liner, and I will give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. You can probably already guess what I'm going to say. Okay, we are back, and this is the finished look. I'm really loving it. I topped my lip combo with the gloss Havoc from the Unearthly Cosmetics Devour collection, and I think it really helped my eye look tie in with my lips, and I love this look. I think it's beautiful. For liner, I used two ColourPop liners. I did the black liner Swerve in the very outer portion, and then I used the shade Crybaby, which is this light lavender, and I just made it go in the inner part of my waterline and then blended it into the black, and you'll see up close. I think it really makes my eye look pop a lot. Here is an up close video of my eye look, and I just love how easily these blended. I really loved the Blend Bunny inner corner highlight, but these multi-chromes are freaking stunning. I had such a great time working with this palette. I felt very inspired by it, and I just love the looks that I created. I love the Nomad formula, as in the mattes and the shimmer shades. I think they're stunning, and I think this palette is just beautiful. It's definitely worth the price tag, and I highly recommend it. I do plan on doing a more neutral look because I promised one, but I will try to do that soon, and I will post it as a short here on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok. My name for those sites are the same, and I always have those accounts linked in my description box. I'll have everything that I mentioned today linked in the description box as well, so it's easy for you guys to find it. I only have 2 affiliate links, but I just really enjoy this. You're going to have to let me know down below if you picked it up, and if so, have you gotten it yet, and what are your thoughts on it? But I just love this, and I'm happy to be back and happy to see you guys in my comment section. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really hope you will. But anyways, I appreciate you guys so much watching this all the way till the end. And until I see you next time, bye.